tremulous fingertips, and when a hand rose a moment, the overlong fingers spread to reveal scalloped webbing that shone translucent against the sun. No such creatures had ever been heard of on the planet of Valadon, not even from Peropolis or the other provinces whose uprisings guaranteed employment to protectoral guards. Did they come from a far star, one of the 100 now ruled by the Patriarch? It took years to crawl between stars at light speed. No one had done better since the old empire had collapsed, many centuries before. Away from the tree, a farmhand named Milas clapped dust from his trousers and leaned back against a vegetable rack.
"They're iridiums, that's all,"
he assured the withered grey woman behind the stand. In Iridis, home of the High Protector, it was said that fire crystals littered the streets, and moon traders wore such thick belts of gems that they swooned and fell off the skywalks.
"That's an Iridian moon trader's boat they came on,"
Milas added.
"I tell you, Anne, they're tailored slaves of some noble lord. Did you ever see such perversion?"
Anne shook her head in disgust.
"Not since I lost my good eye."
Anne's right eye was shrunken and sightless, ever since her head had been grazed by a fire whip from a couple of Iridian guards in a drunken duel. Her remaining eye narrowed as she counted change for a customer. Spinel, the stonecutter's son.
"You won't find a city wickeder than Iridis on all the planets of the Patriarch."
Spinel overheard her and smiled, for Anne had never left Chrysoport, let alone planet Valadon. Then he stiffened with alarm and tightly clutched his change. An officer in Iridian blue and gold was just passing toward the fire store. To Spinel's relief, the officer took no notice. His chiselled features were set hard, and he walked straight ahead without looking left or right. The back of his uniform cut a striking figure, with its shoulder line swooping up to a point at either side, where the ruby stone signs glittered. Spinel absently filled a bag of groundnuts for Anne to weigh. His nose had an engaging crook in it, and his eyes were green as malachite, while his ragged shirt revealed a dark chest still bare of any stone sign to mark a decent trade. He was beginning to think of joining the regiment, to escape and seek his fortune far beyond this sleepy town. Something occurred to him about the strangers at the tree. Dreamily, he watched one of them apply silken fibres to the spinning head through her long, webbed fingers. "In the ocean," he murmured. "That's where they come from." Milas stared at the youth.
"You think I have cornstalks for ears? The bottom of the sea, eh? How does the mayor collect their taxes?"
"No, no," Spinel protested, as Anne laughed so hard that her speckled stone sign shook around her neck. "I meant the other ocean, the ocean moon." Anne's laughter faded. She rearranged some bunches of ripe grapes, bright as amethysts, or bright as the bare arms of the strangers.
"Shora, the ocean moon. That's where the traders get their best medicines."
Shora, sapphire of the night sky, world whose sea had no shore. But Milas strode forward, trousers swishing, and shook a finger in Spinel's face.
"I thought those moon creatures the traders know have gills and scales. Where are their fish tails?"
"So I've heard," Spinel admitted. "They descended from catfish, and they spin magic from seaweed."
"A fishy tail, or I'm the Patriarch!"
Spinel's arm shot out, but Milas parried the blow and sent him tumbling onto the stand. A crate of onions slid off. Anne shrieked and uttered curses while she stooped to gather the scattered bulbs in her apron. Flustered, Spinel seized his groceries and left. He drifted among the motley racks and stalls, where customers shouted and haggled. Children played hide-and-seek, though they should have been in school, and a robed spirit-caller with a winking starstone received alms. He was sick of this, Spinel thought suddenly. Until he got a good stone sign, he would be left to running errands and sawing slabs in the stone shop. He paused by a cage of silvery, furred monkeys, a delicacy he had tasted only once in his life.